Nigeria of today is far better than Nigeria of 50 years ago. We have the kind of poverty we had 70, 80 years ago. We don't have it again. So there has been continuous improvement, and it's still a continuous job. And the president is not tired. He's still at it. He's still working day and night to solve some of the problems.
Where did President Tinubu attend primary and secondary schools? Where? Give us the names.
When you see him, ask him that question yourself. I'm not President Tinubu.
You are his spokesperson. You speak for him directly.
That is not part of the requirement to be elected as Nigerian president.
It is not? The constitution says you must
be educated up to, and yeah, it's educated up to university.
Yeah, but for you to have gone to university, you must have gone to primary and secondary school. Is that not logic? Isn't that logic?
In fact, there are people where you can say that in a way, but is like I said, where he attended is not a requirement. So when you see him, you can ask him that question yourself.
You are a spokesperson. That's what I'm asking you.
Well, if I'm a spokesperson, it doesn't mean I can speak about everything in his life or his private life.
So, are you happy, Tope? Are you happy that there's a cloud over the exact educational qualifications of our president?
No. There's no cloud.
People have gone to court on this. Yes.
See, people are just fishing for what is not lost. Of
really?
course. That is just opposition antics. And let me tell you, for purpose of public education, do you know that in America, where we borrowed our potential system of government, there is no educational requirement to be an American president?
That's America.
No, listen, I just want to elevate the argument or the debate that in an American constitution, there is no educational requirement. You don't need to be educated at all to be American president. The only requirement for you to be American president, I'm sure you know it, is to be born on American soil. That is the only requirement. So what that means is being a president is not so much about, it's good to be educated because it helps your leadership and governance and administration. But there is also the fact of around your innate ability, your leadership qualities. Because as a president, your job is not to know everything. You don't have to be a genius to be a president. You just have to be a good manager and a good leader. So your job is to harness people who will govern with you, and you provide the leadership. And I think President Tinubu has done that very well and effectively.
When I see this guy who is always, I don't know whether he's the one they call I don't even know his name, this man who is always interviewing all these politicians and the notable people. I just shake my head because the man is not even sound. This kind, what's this guy? His name is Tokwe. What? He can't try that nonsense with Rufai Hosseini. He will be answering questions. He will be asking you questions, and you want to use one nonsense to cover up. He will not allow you to. You can't move on. You must answer the question asking you before you move on to another person. So this guy, when I see him interviewing other people, I gotta say, I beg you, this is no get level. He's too weak for my liking, honestly speaking. Well, this nonsense guy where they talk, I don't know what it be in surname. So if he has a company, somebody is coming with that kind of a result, will he have appoint or employ that person? He will not do that. They know it. And you are using America as a yardstick. We are not in America. We are in Nigeria. What does the Constitution of Nigeria says? That is where we should be basing our discussion, not trying to diverse or digress and be telling you what America does. So the America you have today now, if you now don't they have a 247 electricity? The rate at which Nigerian politicians steal money without looking back, is that the way they do it over there? Or the insecurity that is happening in one way or the other in the US, that if they hear that something of that nature happens, they will not go after the corporates, they will leave them. Is that how it's being done there? That the way we compared to the way it's being done here? Because any electricity they will not be selling in America. 247 electricity, we don't have it. When it comes to all those nonsense, they will not be making examples. Have you ever heard that somebody did not go to primary and secondary school? Because they will say, maybe if you are born there, then every other thing must be in place. You must commit all those things. So we should not even be listening and allowing this person to be talking about what is happening in America, what is happening in Nigeria. In one breath, he said, "Oh, we know that one is there," but he tried to change the narrative, and that interviewer did he look at waiting and no. I support anyone that thinks this man should be arrested. This man should be arrested. Which Nigeria is he talking about? The Nigeria of today is better than the Nigeria of 50 years. Let them continue to deceive themselves. The worst part of it is that at the end of the day, when Tinubu leaves, they will not begin to speak the truth. I'm calling the FCC to arrest this man. We are going too far. Nobody's going to arrest him. Sometimes I ask myself, why will person Papa come out and be lying, knowing fully where he's lying? Do you know that their children will be happy? Because when you hear people say, "Oh, does it mean these people don't have children?" They have children. Their children will be happy. They will be telling their children that, "Oh, we have arrived." The next people, any little thing, they will tell you opposition. Because they know how sense. Their children will not have sense to know that they are saying the wrong thing, or they are on the wrong path. They are doing wrong things. They will not ask them questions. They will not. Even if they see any of their children that want to say anything, they will shut the person up.